Hello, my name is Javier Morero, and I am a child of God. Give a quick testimony about me. I was born in Massachusetts, that's all I know. My mother went all the way to Philadelphia, a Christian lady that worked, studied, and went to church a lot. And during all that time, I was actually in resentment with the Lord for have seen my mother that was serving the Lord in an impossible way of mankind, and I didn't like it. And certain things happened during all that time in my childhood. I miss being with my family, which was my mother that I had left. And 1984, some tragedy happened at home where my mom got slit in her face. She took us to Puerto Rico, and for Puerto Rico I have learned another way of living that I didn't like. 2 years later after that, I was introduced to marijuana in Puerto Rico, and I wanted to escape the reality of life. And as a kid in my rebellion years, I found a way how to make money with drugs, which was selling drugs in Puerto Rico. And half a year later, after that introduction with the marijuana, I got caught for buying jewelry. My mother was brought down from the church to pick me up in some place in Puerto Rico that they call Ponce, and I had made a decision to let her and all my family go. And what I have done with the money that I had saved, I ran away in 1987, and I came over here back to the United States because English was my first language that I have learned. During that time that I was over here without family, I had to find a way to survive. The easiest way to survive in North Philly was to sell drugs as a child with no family. And then I just recruited some different types of friends of drug, violence, of course, prostitutions, and a lot of bad stuff that a lot of young kids should not get involved. So I'm just throwing that there for further advice in life. And what happened was, I spent a lot of years in jail because that's exactly what the drug led up to. I was actually an orphan with a home, but I didn't want to live with my family because I never knew how it was. And it became very, very hard for me to comprehend what is love from a blood relative. And I just stood from jails to the streets, and all I learned was that type of Semitic jungle darkness. That's all I knew for at least 20 to 35 years of my life. Then once again, I have gone to jail because I have a history record of drug abuse. I have a history record of jail. I have a history record of being no good. So what happened was, it was the last time that I came out in September 06, I had went to this place called City Team. I wanted to see what this God that I heard about, how can I get to know who this God is. And in that place that I was in, I have learned to humble myself, see how death takes place, and how the devil throw all these different hooks where we can't see. And graduated from the program, came out, and I was actually on my own in one of the biggest snowstorms in February 10th of 10. And there was a person from this house right now, Tag, which I call it Bethel. If any of y'all know what Bethel is like the house of God. To me, it was considered like the house of God because it let me and it helped me learn how to serve others by servicing the weakest. So the ones that are left behind become up front. At that time, I was a loner. In this house of Tag, I have learned how to do furthering Bible studies in here. I have learned how to outreach more in this building. I have, feel good about it. I have an inner peace that I try to supply others with that I know that they have if they value themselves and that we can maintain. Because if the word helped the people over in the old days, us that are more sophisticated and mental and have a better brain, the word will provide for us. And I am, you can forget it, I'm a Christian radical. And for right now, Tag has given me an opportunity to build confidence in myself by helping others. Thank you for this short message that I have put out there. God bless you.